Give me 16 minutes and I'll show you my boring trading strategy that really works. You can use it for crypto, you can use it for Forex as well. This is a strategy I used to trade my prop firm account. Now, in my last trades before this video, this strategy gave me 3 wins and 1 loss. But when I say this, it is not even giving you the full picture, because each win is 3 times the size of the loss. So even though it's 3 wins and 1 loss, the maths actually works like 9 wins and 1 loss. I call this strategy boring because it gives 0 to 3 trades a week. That is it. It doesn't take your time. Just a few minutes a day is all you need. So it is perfect if you have a business or if you have a 9 to 5. By the end of the video, you will know how to take these trades and how to organize your time so that you can actually catch them. And I'll be explaining all of this with the actual trades that I took. Now, the first thing you do is to pick a time. That's the first step you do, to pick a time to analyze your chart. You can do this in the morning like I do, or you can just pick a time. Just be consistent with that time. When you pick a time, you now have to look at the structure. Now I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart. Right now, I'm on the 1 hour. And you can see here that my analysis is actually at 7 a.m. before the London session opened. Just pick a time and be consistent with that time. Now, once you pick this, you now have to identify the market structure. You can do this on the 1 hour. You can as well go to the 4-hour time frame and do it, but don't go higher than the 4 hour. Don't go lower than the 1 hour in identifying the market structure. So I'm going to go down to the 4 hour now. We can clearly see that from the higher time frame perspective, this market has been making higher highs and higher lows. It has been trending high. So we have here a break of structure here, here. So we have a break of structure here, and here. Now, what you notice is the market price did this, okay, retraced, did this, retraced, did this. Okay, so we should expect a retracement this way before it keeps going up. So mentally, I'm thinking that if this market is meant to continue higher, we should see a retracement to at least this region. Okay, from here we cannot determine, is it going higher or is it going lower. I can now go to the 1 hour time frame. As a matter of fact, I'm just showing you what happened before this line. You don't even need to go back as far as the 4 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour, mind you, I've established that this is the point at least I should trade to. Okay, then if you now look at this, what are we seeing here? We're also seeing break of structure to this side. Again, we are trying to identify the market structure, break of structure and change of character, basically. Now if you look at this, we've been breaking structure to the upside here and around here as well. Okay, when the market start breaking down, these are all actually internal. So these are internal structure, break of structure. But I can call this one here, change of character, to be more significant. So I can call this one the change of character, this one here, and this one here also a break of structure to the downside. But these are actually all internal. Okay, if you look at this, we're broken structure here, we did this, broke structure here, retraced, and what happened again? Price broke structure here again. Now let me make it neater so you see that. So again, all we're doing is identifying the market structure. Okay, this is a break of structure. With this break of structure to the downside, and mind you, we're trying to get to this particular yellow rectangle I drew. What should I be expecting from here? I should expect a retracement this way. Okay, then we should keep breaking structure to the downside till we hit here. Then from here, based on the action that we have here, we can actually go higher or we keep going lower. But that is not what I'm bothering myself with right now. what I should bother myself right now is how to trade this market to this point. Okay, so this is established. I've identified structure on the higher time frame. So if I pull my Fibonacci 2 from this high to this low, you see that yellow triangle? That is my golden zone. I'm just going to mark it out and I'm going to call it my golden zone. This is the price level I'm expecting price to actually retrace from to go lower. Okay, now another way to identify the region where I should expect price to retrace from is to mark out the supply and demand zone. So here right now is a supply zone. People call it order block as well, which is also fine. This is all my supply zone, and you can see clearly that it's actually overlapping with the golden zone. So this is my trade. I'm waiting to see price get into this region and then I trade it down. But to take this trade here, I have to go down to the 5 minutes time frame to get confirmation. Again, I am on the 1 hour in this trade. But what I saw here, because I took a trade from here, what I saw here was opportunity to take a trade from this region and take it higher, then take a trade from here and take it lower. So what I do right now is to go to the 5 minutes time frame. Go to the 5 minutes time frame, identify a change of character. So what do I mean? Over here, this is a break of structure on the 5 minutes time frame. I like to call this internal break of structure. That is IBOS. Then this is the high that led to that. So if I draw this from here all the way to this point, you can see there's a candle body closure. So this is an internal change of character. Change of character is basically the first time price changes direction to the other side. I call it change of character. So from here, this is my trade. How do I take this trade? We're going long. So from here to this region, I'm targeting this region. Okay, this is 1. So I'm going to bring all this thing all the way down till it gives me at least a 3. Okay, this is how I trade. If it's not a 3, I don't take it. Then this is exactly the trade I took, and I then placed a limit order from here. You can see price came all the way down, took my order, and what do we see next? We went straight to take profit. So this is a simple trade. Now, why did I say it's boring? Let me explain it. If you look at this, in the morning, this is around 7. I have already identified this. Okay, mark this, place my limit order, place my take profits, and that is it. So this literally took me a very few minutes. It is done. You place it, you close the chart, you go about your business. Okay, so this is this trade. Now, the second trade is this. You see, from this region, we have already established that we expect price to go down from this region. So this is where we should look for the next trade. All I have to do is simply this. Click on the rectangle and set an alert on the rectangle. So whenever price gets there, I get notified. I don't have to be staring at this chart. Now, this is second trade I took, but I didn't actually take this trade on Bitcoin. This particular trade, I did not take it on Bitcoin. I took it on Ethereum because I look at like 2 or 3 correlating charts at the same time. So I was looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. But this last one, I took it on Ethereum. Let me show you that. So this on Ethereum, this is a similar chart, the same time frame. And for Bitcoin, I took the trade here to this region. For Ethereum, I was looking for trades here once I got the alert. So going down back to the 5 minutes time frame, let's look at it. So the same thing, we have a break of structure here internal. All I have to do right now is to watch this region, this low. Okay, once price breaks it, I call it an internal change of character. And where is my target? My target is this very low. Now, let's play this forward. So we'll see here that price broke this level. This then becomes my internal change of character. The same thing is what I do here. Simply take your short position to place it at this region, high over here. Where is my target? My target is here. I can actually go lower, but I said to put it here. And I want a minimum risk reward of 3. Now, what I'm doing, sometimes you miss trades because you might not always get that 3. It's all fine. You mustn't catch every trade. So this is all I do, and I set it and leave it. You can see price just tap. This is a very lucky trade because price just tapped into that region, and what happened next is that it just went straight and hit take profit. So this is a second trade. Now for the fourth trade, this also happened on Bitcoin. So this is the next trade. We actually broke below this line and entered into an efficient region, and because of the CPI data that came out that particular week, I realized that Bitcoin is very, very bearish. So when I look into this, what we can see here is simple. The same thing, the same structure. And mind you, this here is my 7 a.m. Let me mark it out. So this is my 7 a.m. This 7 a.m. in the morning when I'm analyzing the charts. You can see here that over here, the same structure, we have what? A break of structure here. Then how can we mark this? Over here, this particular line here, this way, this is actually my supply zone, rather. So this is my supply zone. Okay, so what you do is this: you put an alert on this line and wait to take a trade when price gets here. Mind you, my analysis started at this point. All I now need to do is to wait till price gets here. Once price touches this line, it gives me an alert, and I can now go down again to the 5 minutes time frame. Let's look at it together. So the first time price touch here is at this region here. It touched here. So can we identify break of structure and change of character? You clearly see that it didn't come in this region at all. The next time price got here is here. And can we identify a internal break of structure? Yes. So from here to this point on the 5 minutes is the internal break of structure, and over here is the low that led to that break of structure. So when that low is broken, it becomes internal change of character. So this is the setup. Okay, now where is the target? The target is this low here. This becomes the target. And how then do we take this trade? Okay, so what you do is very simple. What you do is take your short position to place it here. Here becomes the target. This over here above is a stop loss, and you want to aim for at least a minimal risk reward ratio of 3. So this is it. So this becomes the trade. And what do you do once you have gotten this? It's simple. Just place your order and go about your business. And price on its own came up, tapped into the trade, we got in, and it eventually came all the way down and we hit take profits. It's as simple as this. But does this work all the time? No, it doesn't work all the time. Let me show you where it doesn't work. So you see that it doesn't work all the time. But the thing is, if it works 50% of the time, then we are good. Okay, so this is a point where it didn't work. You can see here that we have over here a break of structure, and this becomes our demand zone. Over here becomes our demand zone. If I decide to also pull the Fibonacci tool, you will see that from this top to this bottom, the golden zone also lie in this region. So this is the region we start looking for a change of character in the lower time frame. So in the 5 minutes, if you go down to the 5 minutes, you will see that change of character here. Where did they occur? An internal break of structure over here and an internal change of character over here. So what do you do again? This very low becomes the target. And it's as simple as that. Take a short position from this region over here and make sure you get at least a 3R. So this became the trade. So let's see how this trade actually played out. So you can see that this particular trade actually went and hit take profit, but we were taken out at this region. So it's not a perfect strategy, but it does work a lot of the time. And if you look at it, 4 trades, 3 of them gave me at least a 3R, which is a 9R, and 1 loss. So that is the A plus 8R trade. And this is the bonus strategy I use every single day to trade my prop firm account. So you can see that this strategy fits into your lifestyle. But the truth is that you can still miss these trades because life may just get in the way. You never can tell. That is why I built Copy Me. Real traders, including me, take this exact setup and your account mirrors them automatically, sized to your own risk per trade. The waitlist is in the description. We are scheduled to launch by the end of June. Now, everything I just showed you is what I use on my funded account. But what if you are starting with, say, $50 on your own? That is a different game. Same setup and different ways to take them. And that is exactly what I explained in this video right here.